Hey guys, it's MadameWario. Welcome to the Strem de la Strem. Happy Friday. It is Friday Night Mario Party, and it is Friday Night Mario Party 6, complete with Snowy, Holiday, my favorite board in the game, Snowflake Lake. Thank you all for voting on Patreon to choose which board you wanted to see tonight. I kind of hinted that this was the board I was hoping for, because this is the first Mario Party in December that we're going to be having in Friday Night Mario Party, and I want to try and keep them as festive as possible, so we're off to a great start. Happy December, everybody. Happy holiday season. Thank you guys for being here tonight. Let's say hi to everybody in the chat currently. We've got Psycho Nacho Man, Phantom Tempest, 2 Cupcake Queen, Rocky and Yipper06. How's it going? It's been a while. Clayman FH, Phoenix Warriors, Tim Lauren, Armand 2017. Let's see, Stardev94, Alan Edgehead's in the house, Rainbow Road 1996, Naru Sonic 51, Yo Yo Yoshi 95, Gamer Michael, Pink Eagle Soaring, and let's see, I think that's everybody, hopefully. If I missed you, welcome. Phantom Tempest, welcome. How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome on in. Happy Friday. And oh my gosh, I have just had a very festive start to the weekend. I was able to go to a German Christmas festival today, or German Christmas market, which was a lot of fun. So I'm very much in the holiday mood. Although I still don't have any, I don't have my tree up or anything yet. I need to get on that. But I feel like last week, Thanksgiving week, was like the longest week of the entire year, and not in a bad way. It's just like every day had a lot of stuff, but it also was like it didn't go by quickly. So I feel like I did a month's worth of stuff last week, and then this week has been going by a lot faster. So I've kind of lost track, and I need to get some holiday decorating. And I had talked about doing possibly a Vlogmas sort of thing through just like YouTube Reels, to keep it short and easy to do. And decorating / putting my Christmas tree up was one of the things I was gonna maybe record, or possibly live stream just for fun, like spur of the moment. So I don't really know. I'm just going with it at this point. I have no idea what I'm doing. So I'm just gonna kind of play it by ear. I still need to do the Neopets Advent calendar for the day too, because that started. If you haven't done it, do it. It's the best. Salem 1013, welcome, and Madam Mom, how's it going? Big Madam Mom in the house. I also received something in the mail today that you guys are very much the reason for. In this beautiful recyclable, yes, bag, is our vaquita. Sorry, I almost said narwhal, and I was like, that is not the right name at all. Our vaquita! So if you guys were at my last stream, my most recent stream was on Giving Tuesday, which is always the Tuesday after Thanksgiving. It is a charity day. It's a day to give back, to give to charity after we've shopped all weekend and kind of been big consumers and all that fun stuff. And this year, I had a very successful stream. Thank you all so much for being a part of it. It's been a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun putting it together, and it was a lot of fun just having the requests of different games. We did kind of like a Nintendo Switch Online variety stream, where if you donated, you got to pick a game. If you donated $10, you got to pick a game for me to play for 10 minutes. We also have a give back stream coming up later in the month on Tuesday, November 13th. It's going to be at a different time than usual. It's going to be at 6 p.m. Eastern. It's going to feature 3 games, as chosen by donors Scottman895 and Psycho Nacho Man. So we're going to start with Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island, which I've never played before, for an hour. Then we're going to move on to Super Mario 64 for an hour, which I've never legitimately played before. And then to cap it off, we're going to play, what is the last game? Donkey Kong Country? I think it's just the first one. Donkey Kong Country, which I also have never played. So all good titles, all fun titles and good games, classics. And I'm really looking forward to that. So that's going to be December 13th. Also, before we do anything tonight, I just want to let you guys know that I have a survey going on right now. It's kind of my end of the year stream survey. I'm going to be working with scheduling and content this month, doing a little bit of experimenting. I just want to make my streams better for you guys and more focused into the content that you want to see, the content that I enjoy doing. I want to balance that out. It's been kind of all over the place, and it's been a work in progress. And kind of what was working a couple of years ago maybe isn't working now. So I'm thinking of changing my schedule. I've had a lot of responses to the survey. If you haven't taken it yet, please take a moment, if you wouldn't mind, and fill it out. It's just a lot of multiple choice questions, pretty straightforward, and it just kind of goes over all kinds of stuff that will help me determine scheduling for this month and in the future, content in this month and in the future, what you guys want to see more of, what you want to see less of, all that good stuff. So please look through the survey, and if you have already taken it, thank you so much for helping me out. I think I am going to be messing with scheduling, especially on Monday and Tuesday. I don't think schedule will change at all on Friday, Saturday, but Monday and Tuesday are where I'm looking to change to the evening. There will be an exception to some of those days just because of conflicts through the holiday season. Like, I've got a choir concert coming up. I've got some things coming up that will take the place of when I would, like, shift schedule stuff around. So, you know, I don't have, like, a set schedule. I want to have one for this month by the start of next week. So I don't know. I'm thinking that all Mondays are going to be evening now, and I might be taking Tuesday to YouTube just to try it out for a while. That's kind of where I am right now. I haven't made a legit decision on that yet, because I want to get more feedback first. I wanted to get the survey out to you guys tonight and tomorrow during these streams, and then really analyze it. But thank you so much to those of you who have submitted survey responses. I really appreciate it. And I even, at the end of it, I have a little feedback form if you want to include anything. And if there's something that later you're like, oh, I should have said this. I do have a feedback channel on my Discord that it's just Twitch feedback. You can post in there. It's, of course, it won't be anonymous in there. All the survey responses are anonymous, so you can be totally honest with me about things, and don't feel like, you know, I'm watching you or something. But that's the only downfall to Discord, is it won't be anonymous if you send me a note later. But feel free to do that, though. I'm totally fine with that. And so please check out the survey. I've got that bookmarked with the exclamation survey command. So also welcome to the stream. Who else just walked in? Miguel, DLX, and we have Big Bree Hawk. How's it going? Rocky Mountain, I don't know if I said hi to you earlier. If not, welcome. And thank you guys for filling out those surveys. So I'll be working with that a little more into the weekend next week. So just so you guys know what's going on. But why don't we open this up? And you guys, I still have all my holiday alerts live. For anybody who hasn't been here, maybe you had a busy holiday weekend last week and you missed it. I am all holiday alert heavy now, so that's gonna be the norm until next year. Okay, that was the worst cutting job I could have possibly done. Oh, yay! Here's our very own vaquita. Look at how cute it is. So this is our vaquita we adopted. The vaquita is the smallest whale in the world, and it is the most critically endangered. You guys, we did donate $60 to adopt this guy to WWF. We also saved many Bengal kitties. I have all the info. It's on my link tree. If you go to exclamation MW in the chat, it'll pull up my link tree. It's one of the bottom links, but it has all the details of that. You know, the games that I played that day, how much was raised, both of the charities that were utilized on Giving Tuesday, all that info. But look how cute! We gotta come up with a name for this guy. Big adoption. Oh, thank you. So, yay! I love it! He's so cute. So, here's our little vaquita. Odie, would you put him on the back of the couch so he can be on display? Here, I'll show some of the other stuff. He came with this little reusable bag. It's funny because I have a couple of these already, so I just got the birthday one so I can, like, pay it forward with this bag in the future to somebody. But yeah, I'm very, very happy that we were able to do something both for wild animals and domestic animals. There he is. Yay! Our vaquita friend! He will become the 20K, he'll become the 20K, anyway, he will become the 20K, channel point redeem, eventually. So, we'll get there. Big holiday delivery, ooh, ooh, ooh. It wasn't for me. Sorry, guys. Anyway, I just want to say thank you for the vaquita. We will get to naming him. I'll have to have some sort of poll. I'll put something together, maybe on Discord, and then we'll go from there. So thank you all. Love you so much for your participation in Giving Tuesday and for helping raise money for animals, because they're my favorite thing in the entire world. So I think we're about ready to get started. That's really the gist of everything that I wanted to talk about at the get-go here. So I'm gonna get this moving and grooving. Oh, this is a cute video. My video ended with all my festive music in it. Every time it autoplays something, I get like a new playlist I haven't seen before. which is nice. I'm glad people are making new playlists for the holidays with big Nintendo music, or just video game music in general. Alright, are you guys ready for Snowflake Lake? Okay, please tell me this is... This is not on the right thing, is it? Why? Okay. What? Is it not, Dang it. Why do you not read my disc? Come on now.
You don't have to turn it off.
Nice. Hold on. Sorry. Can you guys hear it okay, too? That was probably really loud for you guys. This could not be read! What do I have to do to not... I don't know why the disc can't be read.
What? What? Hey, nice house, but there's no bathroom in it.
Thank you.
We elves try to stick to the 4 main food groups: candy, candy canes, candy corns, and syrup. Buddy.
No, I want to red undercover knife and 200 get ready by layer rifle.
I planned out our whole day.
Cass!
First we make snow angels for 2 hours, and then we'll go ice skating, and then we'll eat a whole roll of Toll House cookie dough as fast as we can, and then, to finish, we'll snuggle. Buddy.
Thank you so much, Cass. Man, I was not expecting that. 2,200 bits? And look at this cringer walking in with the big cringe-bus. Thank you so much, Snack.
Well, Goth Christmas 2022. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Oh my... No.
Okay, people, tomorrow morning, 10 a.m.
No.
Santa's coming to town.
Santa! Oh my
Let's
God!
go.
Is this the SAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAA
you so much, you guys. First cast just dropping like 2,300 bits. This is so loud. Woo! Sorry, I blew everybody away. One of them blew the other one away. Okay, sorry. That was not my intention to just like drown you guys out. Okay, first of all, thank you so much, Cass, for the extraordinary number of bits. Also, first time we've seen that alert this year. Second, thank you so much to Psycho for the Santa bit alert, because we had yet to see that one this year either. And third, thank you so much, Snack, for the sub. It's not a goth Christmas. I just have my like smiley beanie on. And I'm wearing a black shirt. I looked a lot more, okay, I did not, like, just wear a black shirt out today when I was at the, like, Christmas market. I definitely, was repping the Sherpa. So I looked a little bit less, goth. Anyway, thank you so much, Cass!
Santaa. Oh my god. Santa, here? I know him. Buddy.
Buddy? Buddy? Why did I just say buddy? Siri. You need to just say Santa, not Santaa. That just sounds dumb. Thank you so much, you guys. Level 3 hype train going on. Thank you so much. Oh, we're hyped tonight. Okay, I never like these characters. They're too, like, moody. Alright, we're playing Snowflake Lake. It's the best board in the game. Fight me, but you'll lose. What did I feel like I did 30 turns for this, and it was good? I'm just gonna pretend like, I don't know if I should do 35. Shy Guy for Days, thank you so much for the sub!
Sup, ladies. Happy Friday.
Thank you so much! Sup, ladies! All the bars to you, Shy Guy. I see your emo face, Snack. I see it. You can't hide from me. Okay, get your characters in the chat for, whoa, not for me, but for the CPUs. And yes, I do have Goldine available for sale in my Etsy store, Cass. Okay. Okay, so I've been doing this to accommodate my current sub goal, which is 300, which unlocks Ocarina of Time, my first playthrough, my first Zelda game, on stream. I've been doing 2 rolls for subs only and 1 roll for everybody, so I'm gonna start out with the roll for everybody. And Narusonic is taking it home with Peachy. Oh, she's like right here. Okay. And then let's get some sub hype in here. So we have Salem. Let's go with Yoshi. Ooh, yay! And then we also have, last but not least, 2 Cupcake Queen, who is repping... Hold on, I have to go back. I have no idea. I don't know if you actually picked 2 Cupcake Queen. Oh no, you just dissed one of my favorite Christmas movies of all time, so I'm gonna choose to ignore that. Okay, Toad. It's not my fault you have a poor opinion. Anyway, I'm kidding, but let's go. Are you ready, Kit? Are you ready to do that? Can you guys see Zilly back there? She's kind of cut off. There we go. Yay. We all have that one Christmas movie that everybody loves that we can't stand. Oh, Psycho, are you cringing? Psycho with the double Cringemas gift to Donkey Kong Jr. and Mega Freak 400. Thank you so much. Thank you for the gift subs. All the boss to you. Congrats, DK Jr. I love that the Donkey Kong Jr. is here. Hold on, who else did I miss? Cage, welcome to the stream as well. Thank you so much, Psycho. Thank you so much. There we go. Wow, make me dab. I see how it is, Odie. Hold on. What? And Samuel, welcome to the Strem de la Strem. No, I don't want to hear about this board. So this is the weird, like, gimmicky board of the game, and oddly enough, it's my favorite. I think it's just because of the whole, like, Christmassy, snowy vibe that it has. It's just really pretty. And it's really easy to own, everybody. I say that, I'll probably lose now, because I said that, but, anyway, we all have that one Christmas movie that everybody else loves that we just, like, cannot stand. Mine is Christmas Vacation. I absolutely despise it. I never want to watch it. And unfortunately, it's one of Odie's favorites, so, like, he just never gets to watch it. I know, I'll have to bite the bullet and suck it up and just watch it once with him, but... oh, I hate it. But I've had people tell me they don't like Home Alone before. I've had people, which is my all-time favorite. I've had people tell me they don't like A Christmas Story, and I'm just like, no, but okay. Wait, what am I? I'm gonna go to the lake where someone just died at the bottom of it. Anyway. Yeah, Christmas Vacation is my, like, yeah, I don't like it, Christmas movie that's really popular. I think it also, like, a lot of a lot of guys like that movie. Just everybody I know who, like, really loves that movie is male, and I have, like, hardly any males in my family, so it just, like, was not one that we gave a crap about or watched. And I think it is geared more towards a male audience, so maybe that's why. I don't know. I just never liked it. Wow, we're getting this twice? Getting rich on December 2nd? Let's go. By the way, thank you guys for the hype train that is still going on. I didn't even realize that was still going. Why am I so bad at this? As bad as this? I'm as bad at this as I am at ice skating IRL. Which is really bad, just so you guys know. cat. Odie can secretly sneak off and watch Christmas Vacation all he wants while I stream. That would be the dream. Smash dance! Okay. Which one's this? Oh, okay. I feel like I always get this one. Like, I get this one as my first minigame so often, and I never remember the name of it, which is kind of weird. When I think of dancing, I don't really think of this Indiana Jones setup. Why do I have no depth perception? What the? Terrible tonight, I don't know why. Kit, what you say? Finish! Yeah, I was... What? Oh, I thought I won for a second. I was like, there is no way. How was I this bad? Bowie, thank you for the bits. Thank you for completing the survey. I appreciate it. As someone who did not grow up watching any of those movies you just mentioned, they are all on my med list. Oh no, Bree! Well, I mean, I guess that's like part of it too. Like, if you don't have any nostalgia for something, it really does make a difference. And I'm like, somehow, this is, you know, unfortunate in my family circle. I'm like the only person in my family that loves Elf. Like, I love Elf. I think it's hilarious. It's one of my favorites, and no one else in my family really cares for it or just doesn't really like it. And I'm like, come on, guys! Like, I want to watch Elf! But, I don't know. I have to, like, choose your... Psycho! Thank you so much! Dang!
Aw yeah, Doritos chip.
Oh my god, Psycho, thank you so much! Seriously, very much appreciated. Dang, 2481 to make us all fours. Thank you so much, Psycho. I gotta give you all the baws, all the virtual hugs, all the chips, of course, all the Santas. I feel like I need to have more... I know I have more Christmas emotes in this. I'll give you I'll give you some ranchers because that's Christmassy. It is. If you know, you know. Thank you so much. Let's see. Thank you to everybody who has completed the survey. I really appreciate it. And Madam Mom, you like Elf? Yeah, but I feel like every time I want to watch Elf, you're like, I feel like you like it, but you don't. I don't know. I feel like you decide. Stars, baby. Okay, anyway, I feel like I know you like it, but I feel like we've had it as an option to watch before, and you're like, I can't watch it. It has that chick in it. So, I don't know. I know you love Elf, Brie. The first time I ever watched it was when you came over, like, years after. Oh, no! I'm terrible at this one. It was a couple, years after it came out, because I somehow missed it when it came out in theaters. I think I was really busy with Nutcracker the year it came out. Like, I was in, like, 2 different ones or something, and so I just missed it. Because a lot of movies that came out around Christmas time, with the exception of, like, Harry Potter, I almost always missed in theaters, because I was so busy at that time of year. Especially, like, on the weekends, when you'd go with friends or something growing up. Like, I always missed it. So. Yeah, luckily I've learned how to play this one more because of, Oh, I won?! Ooh, let's go. Okay, I've gotten better at that one because of Superstars, not because of this game. But, yeah, so I didn't even see that one until, like, my senior year, I think it was. The Christmas... It was, like, the start of senior year. It was right after I turned 18, and it had been out for, like, 5 years, I think. So it was years later. I remember I loved it, though, Bree. We were both, like... I remember... That's, like, a fun Christmas memory of mine, because it was, like, the day before Christmas Eve or something, so it was very, like, festive. That's, like, one of my favorite memories of us at Christmas. Anyway. Your mom bought you the Mario Party Crew The Muppets Party Cruise for your PS2. What? There's a Muppet Christmas Vacation? I didn't know there was such a thing, which reminds me, I've never seen the Muppets Christmas Carol. That's one I need to watch this year, because I've never seen it. 50, baby! Okay, no. Just kidding. No pressure, but you got plenty of practice in Superstars. Yes, I did, for that last game. I'm proud of myself. I don't have very many GameCube games. I also didn't even know that was a thing. Is this the one that It doesn't even matter. Everybody else picked this garbage. Julie, what do you think? You cleaning your toes? Yeah. This one gives me anxiety. I feel like I can't. It's like DDR energy, where I want to be better at it than I am. Man.
Finish!
Oh, what? This was so pointless. Okay, this is a battle game. You can't all win. Why wouldn't it just say draw? You all lose. Stupid. We all got our money back. Wow, what a win. Stupid. Anyway. Anyway. Clayman, you're talking to the wrong person, because Christmas music, that is my favorite genre of music. Like, I literally got married to all Christmas music in June, because I was like, I don't care what time of year it is, Christmas music is #1. My favorite. Can't relate. Sorry. Anyway, that's MCM's opinion on L. What? I thought that you didn't care for it much anymore. Like, you liked it, but then you're sick of it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how we all tied either. Stupid. Oh, how rare! Yes. Yo, you can thank Psycho for that all 4 number. Thank you, Psycho. Anyway, there are some classics I haven't watched yet this year. So speaking of which, haven't watched Elf yet. Probably will watch it multiple times, but I haven't watched it yet. Usually that's one I watch pretty early too, but I've kind of been waiting until I have my tree up to watch a lot of the like really Christmassy feeling, what was I saying? Really Christmassy feeling classics. I was saying movies, but that's not the word I was gonna use. So classics for me, I should say. I'm waiting to watch some of those, like, it needs to be December and the tree needs to be up kind of movies. I haven't watched that yet. I haven't watched White Christmas yet. I don't watch A Christmas Story until Christmas Eve, like, and then I marathon it. That's a tradition in my family. So that's one I won't watch until Christmas Eve anyway. I always start Home Alone 1 and 2 early because they're my favorite. So I have seen those multiple times already. Santa Girl is my favorite Netflix one, so I've watched that multiple times already. So let me think. So I haven't seen Elf yet. Scrooge I always watch on Christmas Eve. I usually watch it before too. That's the musical version of A Christmas Carol, which is my favorite, by the way. Haven't watched... There's another big one I haven't watched The Holiday. I want to watch The Holiday too. Anyway. Do I like Christmas shoes? No. No one likes Christmas shoes. That's not a... let's be real, you guys. That is not a Christmas song. That is just like... Yes, it's a song about Christmas, but it is not a classical Christmas hymn. Yo, absolutely not. That does not count. Anyway. I don't know. Is anybody even in front of me for this garbage? No. No one's in front of me. I'm not paying money for this. No. Okay. Wait, no, she does not. What? Who does not what, Madam Mom? Anyway. I've never worn a Christmas shoe. Have I worn a Christmas shoe? Yes, I have, if you count shoes I had to get specifically for the Nutcracker. Anyway. Am I ready for the Game Awards next week? Yes, but I won't be present for all of it because I have a choir commitment, so like... I have a choir. Yeah, not I mean, I guess it is a prior commitment too, but I have a choir commitment, literally. I know, it was pretty funny. Is this game too loud, by the way? Do I need to turn it down? Oh, you were answering for me about a Christmas shoe song. Yeah, ask Madam Mom if that's her favorite. She has a pretty colorful answer on that. Actually, she doesn't at all. It's a big fat no. She hates it. I do. I have a prior choir commitment. But I will say, please, if you're not following him already, not just because he's my beau or anything, but check out Unspec's channel. He's doing a whole event. Dang, I was not helping. He's doing a whole event for the Game Awards. He's going to be having like Mario Kart segment because the new tracks will just have come out. He's doing Name That Tune contest you guys can actively compete in and participate in. And then he's co-streaming the Game Awards. You can watch along with the community. So check out his chan. Cass has got the link for you. And I really didn't help my teammates at all, so I'm sorry. But yeah, he's doing a whole event, so it'll be very much Game Awards hype over in this hot apartment. Have I watched? No, I haven't watched the Noel Diary. My mom did, Brie. She said it was the most predictable thing ever, but the acting was good. And I was like, yeah, but they're all predictable. Like, it's not about the destination, it's the journey. So, I don't know, I'll probably end up watching it at some point. Christmas With You? I don't know. I don't think I watched that one. But Bree, did you watch Christmas on Mistletoe Farm? It's the British one. I feel like you would get a kick out of how over-the-top ridiculous it is. You'll either like it or you'll hate it. I don't know. You'll be entertained by it at least. Anyway. So I'm gonna give you guys a lesson really quick based on some of these song titles I see going through here. If it didn't come out in like 15, 16, 1700, it's not a classic, okay? It's not a classic Christmas song. What the heck, Toad? It's also not even comparable to those classic Christmas songs for me. I'm talking, like, you need to, if you need real Christmas music, like, if your thought of Christmas music is like the Christmas Shoes or, grown-up Christmas list or some BS like that, no, you're listening to the wrong music. You need to go back, look up Christmas hymns. Yo, you need to look up some, like, Once in Royal David City, some Ding Dong Merrily on High, Oh Holy Night, Hark the Herald Angels Sing. You need some, We Three Kings in there. Get some Good Christian Men Rejoice in there. Anything else, okay? Literally anything but that. Listen to those! Those are the ones! That's Christmas music. I had never even heard Christmas Shoes to my friend who's from the small town Virginia showed it to me. He was appalled that I had never heard it. What? No! I don't understand. This is when I was in college! Go! Oh no. Wait, what am I supposed to do? Move and take a photo. Okay. I'm supposed to take... Wait, there's like no one in this photo! Ah! Okay, I got like 4 of them. I'm glad that tiny little corner counted on one of their heads. cool. Water Pixels, welcome! Well, you started it and couldn't make it past the first 15 minutes? Oh my god. Of, Mistletoe Farm, Bree? Is that what you're talking about? Oh my god. It was so fast-paced and ridiculous. I thought it was entertaining, but it was also very comical. Also, the best character isn't introduced until like 15 minutes in or so. Just like fast forward to the middle. I feel like you don't even need to see the beginning. Just like fast forward in like 20 minutes. Because it's all so chaotic. Like, I don't really even feel like the story matters that much. Anyway. Why did I just pay so much money? I don't know. I guess I really needed to do this. Anyway. Let's go. Let's go. I really only needed like one. I guess I really just wanted to ride this chomp around the board, right? Oh, one short of Yoshi. BS. That's what I say. Anyway. What? The Perfect Storm is what Best Buy says is a Christmas classic? Well, word to the wise, do not listen to advertising. Because it's a lie. A lie. Anyway. Yeah, it's very campy, yeah. If you don't like how, like, campy and ridiculous. Oh, you were in the mood for, like, a very stereotypical rom-com. Yeah, no. You need to put that on, like, I feel like that's a good, the Mistletoe Farm one, because it's so campy and over the top, is, like, good to just have on while you're doing stuff, and it's just entertaining for, like, the sake of entertainment, if that makes sense. You just saw Miracle on 34th Street, starring the Matilda girl. I've never been a particular fan of Miracle on 34th Street because I don't like how they... I just feel too bad for Santa. Like, they're just so mean. Like, I kind of don't like that it shows, like, the meanness of Christmas, not the, like... I mean, I get that, like, yay, it has a happy ending and everything, but I'm not a big fan of it. The classic or the 90s one. Like, I don't like either one. So that's not one I ever watched, but I know it is a classic for a lot of people. Also, Rolly, welcome to the stream. Don't think I said hi, I just read your comment. Anyway. I think the chaos of this board is what I like, which is ironic, because usually this kind of board I am like, why am I playing this? You and your wife finally got a Charlie Brown Christmas tree? That's awesome! I love it. That's another one I haven't watched yet. I haven't watched any of the Charlie Brown Christmas specials. Did I say hi to you earlier, Rolly? I really felt like I didn't say hi to you yet. Maybe you just hadn't said something for a while, or maybe I just hadn't seen you say something for a while. Well, hey girl, hey, again, even though you never left. What's another one that I need to watch that's like one of my favorites? Haven't watched the Nutcracker yet. Also haven't been to see the Nutcracker. I went to see several versions of it last year, which was a lot of fun. But it can be pricey, so I'm like, ah! Okay. That was fitting for this game. Yeah, it'd be pretty pricey, so okay, I almost lost, but I came in clutch. Works out. Yay. Yeah, plays Indiana Jones theme. Mr. Peach, welcome to the stream. And JD with those flying pigs. I need to bookmark. Oh yeah, these are the Lechonks. Never mind, these aren't the flying pigs. These are Lechonks. Isn't there a flying pig emote too? Or did I just make that up? Maybe that's somebody's actual emote that I've just seen a lot. I don't know. Where is everybody? Okay, Peach is right there. Yeah, I might as well use this orb so that I can... okay. So that I don't get a 1 or something. There. Okay, thanks, JD, for adding the wings so that I wasn't completely wrong. I don't... that's the thing. Amphit6, by the way, welcome. I don't like Pyramid Park, but I love this board. So it's just... I don't know. Big 10, let's go! And... Mr. Peach, you've been subbed on YouTube for a long time. Well, thank you for your support on YouTube. I really appreciate it. I have seen the cartoon Grinch, which is my favorite. Live action is okay. I haven't seen that one in a few years. It's not one that I, like, go out of my way to watch every year or something. I'll watch it if, like, it's on, but... I haven't watched that one either, and I probably won't, again, I probably won't go out of my way to watch it, but, like... you know. I don't think I've watched any of the Grinch movies in years. Yes, you should, Bree! At least the classic. It's so short. Like, it's an easy, quick watch. Yes! I remember the Ed, Edd n Eddy special, Rolly, because I loved Ed, Edd n Eddy growing up. I remember Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer, which is about as appealing as the song Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer is terrible. Oh, that reminds me. We've been watching some of the... or we started watching at least one of the Rankin Bass movies. Odie and I watched Santa Claus is Coming to Town last night. So that was fun. But we haven't watched Rudolph or Year Without a Santa Claus yet. We did watch Frosty, which is so cheap, but you have to watch it. This is my favorite minigame from Mario Party 6. Favorite minigame. I love Catch You Better. It looks more colorful in this version than the Superstars version to me, for some reason. It looks more grayed out in Superstars. That's how I feel with my own mail carrier now. Oh, love letter. No, come here. I need to give you my letter. Dang it, Yoshi. Just like ran into Yoshi like I was gonna take that letter from it. Oh, come on! Shy Guy is so cute in this. He's so cute as a postman. Thinking about the live-action Grinch just reminded me that Jim Carrey also did that live-action Christmas. Oh my god, it was terrifying! Remember when we went to see it, Brie? We went to see the Christmas Carol. It was animated, but, like, inspired by... I don't know. They tried to make it, like, look real, and it was just absolutely terrifying. That is the worst. That is my absolute, like, most disliked version of a Christmas Carol I've ever seen. It was just, they made, like, the horses the villains, and it was scary and terrifying and just awful. It was way, way too harsh. Oh, it was awful. I never need to see it again. Also, Dab for Twitch Nick, welcome to the stream. What? I was all excited. Yeah, I never need to see that one again because it's awful. There's so many other versions. There's so many better versions, which, in my opinion, every version is better, but there's just so many other versions in general of A Christmas Carol. You do not need to see that one. That is not the one. My favorite is musical. The musical Scrooge with Albert Finney is my favorite. So, also, Nintendo, speaking of these sound alerts, I've been meaning to adjust them. I started to adjust them to make them all Christmas, and whatever I did didn't work, because you can still, like, pick the ones that aren't Christmas right now. But I need to work on that. I meant to do that the other day, but then I got busy with the survey, putting that together and whatnot. Which again, if you weren't here at the beginning, use !survey. I have a feedback survey about my Twitch streams going around to help me plan out schedule changes, content. It's kind of like an end of the year review for things that are working, or things that once worked but aren't really working so well anymore, things I'm thinking about changing. So please fill it out, because I'm working on moving some scheduling around and stuff, especially during the week, like Monday, Tuesday. So. And thank you to everybody who's filled one out already. Tires, what is this? What is this? Oh no, I'm terrible at this one. I'm trying. How do I move? Oh, I was doing so good. No! I was doing so well, and then I messed up at the last second. Liz Real. Do I like Wario Land games? I love Wario Land 3, and I really like Wario Land 4. It's been years since I've played them. But Wario Land 3 was actually my first Game Boy Color game. And it was a time. Also, whoa, Sabrag! Thank you so much for the sub! Big Sabrag is in the house.
Gaming.
Gaming. Merry Cringemas! Welcome, Sabrag. Thank you so much for 26 months and a 19-month streak. You know, I gotta give a shout out to Zabrag. Also, I should have given a shout out to Snack earlier too. There we go. There are your shout outs. Check out my friends. Thank you so much, Zabrag. I appreciate it. Wario Land 3 is your favorite? It's so good. I love all the power-ups and stuff. Gaming. I love the, I don't know. I just loved it as a kid, like, the further I got into the game, like, you know, back in the day when it was cool to get a new game because it always came with, like, the illustrated pamphlet on the inside, like the full-on booklet that came in games that was, like, had all this unique artwork and fun little, like, Easter eggs sometimes. That was one that I feel like had a really good instruction booklet, and it showed, like, all the power-ups, and I remember being so excited when I would, like, get further into the game and find a new power-up. Because they were all so unique, you know? I had never played a Wario Land game until 3. So it was exciting for me. I really, really enjoyed it. Apparently I was mistaken. The Christmas Shoes movie was a Hallmark movie. What? I mean, Hallmark movie, Lifetime movie, they're kind of the same But yeah, I like the Wario Land games. I'm not a big fan of WarioWare. It's too frantic for me. I don't know, just something about it doesn't click with me. I've tried, but I just can't get into it. I really can't get into it. So, I know, like, Wario's in my username, and so people are a lot of the time like, wait, Wario, but you don't play WarioWare? Like, what? But, you know, it's my favorite character. I was first introduced to him in Mario Party. And then I had Wario Land, and I would play him in Mario Kart, obviously. Oh! I don't know how I won this for us, but okay. Netflix, Hallmark, Lifetime, they're all the same. Honestly, they are. I know, we need to bring back the instruction manuals, because they were so fun. They were like the fun little side... It was like the bonus to getting the physical game. I feel like they just don't want to bring them back, because they don't want to print more physical games than they need to. Where am I? I am not in the middle of this lake in the center, but I really wish I was. Or do I? Wait, where am I going? Which way am I going? Oh, snap. Do I have any money, though? Hold on. Toad. Yosh. Peach is probably behind me somewhere. Or in the middle? Where is she? Oh, she's over there. Okay. Yeah, I guess so. Oh my god, yes! Reading an instruction manual in the car on the way home from buying a game was always magical! It was! Seriously. This is gonna be easy. Oh wait, I can afford all this gold. Let's go. Afford a gold shroom worth of... Why am I talking like this? I can afford to roll the die 3 times. 10, 9, 8, baby. Okay. I think we got everybody except Peach because she's on that little, like, side path or whatever. Here's this controller. Of course it stops. It's quite intense. Just saying. Anyway. How hard would it be to make a little manual to go inside a Switch game box? I just think they don't want to pay for the illustration of it either. I think they're just like, oh no, we don't want to print stuff. By the way, did you guys see the Roost collection? My girl Pixie texted me and was like, oh my god, you have to see this. They came out with a whole, like, collection of the Roost from Animal Crossing on the Nintendo Store was that last week? It feels like 2 weeks ago. Maybe it wasn't even that long ago. It was like a week ago. And I had to get some of it. I was just like, I don't get it. They're gonna sell out, and then it's gonna be like, I'm gonna be kicking myself, and it's gonna be $1 million on eBay. Like, I'm not doing it. That's right, Toad. Suck it. But I had to get the coffee cup with the saucer, like teacup and saucer, and I had to get the little purse of Brewster's face because it was so cute. Okay. I loved reading the instructions when I was little too, Amphits. I really did. Like, I think my favorite manual to read over and over and over again, which sounds so nerdy because it is, but it was the Super Mario Kart manual, because it had, like, unique artwork, like artwork that was unique to that manual, that wasn't just, like, reprints from something else, and it went over, like, every character, like, what terrain they were best racing on, and what they didn't like, and, like, all this fun, like, lore that was just not important at all. Some of it was helpful, but most of it was, like, not even important. It was just for fun. Good. Oh. It was so cute, though, and I wish I still had that manual, because it was really cute. But I have the box now, thanks to Odie, but... Or the box again. At one point in time I had it. Crap. I gotta get those hundos not really badly. Is the battle game? Come on, Pop Gun, work! How did I miss that? Finish! Man, I sucked. I was like going for the hundos and missing like crazy. Anyway. Really annoying. 4th out of 4, baby. I should not have done that badly. Okay, well, that's the game. About it, other than I just don't know how to aim my pop gun. A Freezy is blocking the path. I have no money because of that battle. I don't think Bowser is generous in this version, where if I land on a Bowser's face, he'll be like, wow, you're broke, here's money. I think that's just like the older games. So they did that so they could trap us later. Well, here goes one of my stars, probably. I was doing so good! What happened? Oh, she only got an 8? I don't think this is far enough. Nope. Okay, good. Yay! Yay! Not far enough. I'll take that! Peach, why are you so annoying? By the way, that reminds me, we didn't really talk about it a whole lot because we had literally just watched it, and I say that even though I haven't watched it again since I meant to, but I was kind of like processing it still. But on Tuesday, we watched the Mario movie trailer together. If you guys were at that stream, then we watched it at the same time. But yeah, we watched the new Mario trailer, or Mario movie trailer. Come on now! I'm in first. I was like, I'm in last! Oh no, I'm not. So anyway, we watched the Mario trailer. What do you guys think of the characters that were shown off? Like the new characters that we hadn't seen yet. Like there was Peach, there was Donkey Kong. Hold on. Oh wait, I'm helping Yoshi, that's not good. Oh, this one's the cute one! I forgot how cute this is! This is so cute! Okay, I think we're good. I pushed a couple into Yoshi's corner on accident at the beginning, because I was like, are we supposed to race to the other side? No. Anyway, I really love how DK looks. I think they made him very, like, cartoony and unique to the movie, which I think is fun. He has a very defined butt. Somebody always points this out. At first, it was pointed out how Mario just didn't have a butt at all, right? And now you've got this big bulbous butt on DK, so that's interesting. They must have taken that feedback a little too hard. But anyway, I think his look is pretty cute. I like his design. I like Peach's design too. They also took like a kind of unique... Wow, that was a short-lived game.
Finally, Chris was a fine young man.
I'm a man now.
I'm a man now, Tanta. Thank you, Psycho. Just watched that last night. And time to reveal that this alert is no longer time to reveal my butt, despite all the butt talk. It can't be. It has to be like a different, like, I'm a man now. You know what it implies. Anyway, so, I really like Peach's design. I don't know that I love their depiction of her in the movie, just based on, like, her character. And I know that's gonna come off wrong, because I also don't think she just needs to be, like, a damsel in distress, like Ditzy. Oh, I'm so weak. That's not what I'm saying. I really wish they would have taken more of an Elle Woods approach. Rather than an Elsa approach. Even like her voice is kind of like that raspy, like I'm trying to be Marilyn Monroe, but I'm not. And I'm very posh and polished. And I'm like, okay, like I get that she's a leader and she's a queen or not a queen. She's a princess and all that, and that's great. But I just feel like they kind of abandoned a little bit of her like naive, very girly presence. I think they made it a little bit too, like, womanly, which feels a little too much like Rosalina to me. I don't even know I paid for this. I don't even know if anybody's in front of me. Well, hopefully they are. But you know how Elle Woods is, like, very girly and very, like, fun and cute, and but she doesn't have to be the dumb girl because of that. Like, she's just, like, very much a girly girl who's, like, confident and believes in herself. Like, I wish they would have given more of that kind of perspective to Peach, but at the end of the day, it's somebody's, like, vision. Somebody else's vision of the character, which is fine. I would rather that they gave her, like, this more of, like, a leader kind of, like... What's the word I'm looking for? I'd rather she had more of a, like, professional leadership vibe, I guess, than just be a big bitch. I mean, I think that's better than her just being this dumb girl that gets kidnapped, but, you know, like, look at her here. Oh, yeah, I'll take that. Like, she could still be that, but be, like, confident and not an idiot. Whatever. Like, I think that they just, like, went with a very Elsa. That's the closest character I can think to compare her to, because Elsa's like this queen who's serious and has it together and is kind of witty under her, like, whatever. So, I don't know. I just feel like, they kind of abandoned part of her character a little bit and went for the, like, oh, you know, girly girls with high-pitched, like, fun, cute, pink outfits can't, like, high-pitched voices and fun, cute, pink outfits can't possibly be smart and leaders, right? And I don't believe that's true, so I'm kind of like, alright, they didn't have to do that, but I guess that's what they're doing. So, I also think it's probably geared maybe a little bit more towards, like, they know probably there's a larger male audience in the game world than female. But I don't know. So, I wasn't unimpressed, but I also wasn't super impressed with the direction they went with her either. I was just kind of like, okay, this is different. I'll take it. I wasn't, like, wow, they really made Peach herself. So, I feel like Peach's voice would fit Daisy better. I could see that. She just really came off as Rosalina to me, though. Like, that was... I got more Rosalina vibes than anything from her voice and her delivery and, you know, her kind of raspiness. I'm like, I don't think she's ever been raspy, so it's kind of weird. Okay. No, I pressed A. I did. Longitude takes 150 years. To do this. Whoa! Oh, that was the end. I thought I had another room still. Okay, never mind. I did really well. New record! Right, there you go. Exactly like the one quote in the musical saying, it may be perfect for a blonde, but I'm not that type of blonde. Right, like, it's not... I like that they didn't do, like, the she's the ditzy dumb girl who just gets kidnapped vibe, but I also think they could have done justice to a character that was a little bit girlier and more feminine, less, like, or more, like, just girlier, like, more, younger or naive seeming, I think, but also smart, if that makes sense. So... It's like they wanted Idina Menzel but couldn't afford her yet. Maybe. So anyway, regardless, I'm not disappointed. I don't think that they did, like, a bad job or, like, oh no, I don't like Peach. It's not like that. I just think I would have personally liked a little bit more true direction to her roots with, like, a new appeal than whatever they ended up doing, and then kind of changing her. So, thank you for the hydrate, Cass. Oh my god. Rainbow Road was my favorite part of that entire trailer. I was not expecting that to be part of the story at all, so to see that in it was like, oh my god, this is so cool! Like, this is so cute! I love that they added this in. How many times have we played this ice skating coin game? Okay, I did better this time. I did better. So anyway, I really like the Mario Kart portion. I liked seeing Rainbow Road. That was probably the biggest surprise from the trailer for me. I thought DK's design was cute. I thought Peach's design was cute. I like both of them. I thought Luigi was spot on. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. So, I thought he was awesome, very true to character. I don't feel like they really changed him at all. Oh, this is not fair, is this? Wait, isn't this the one I always lose no matter which side I'm on? Ah! Frozen in the snow. Very appropriate for December and snowy festive fun vibes, but yes, that's true. Peach's voice actress does sound like she cares more about the role than Chris Pratt does, at least. And even with the whole, like, Chris Pratt thing, I'm unimpressed, I'm disappointed. How is this still going? I'm unimpressed and I'm disappointed, but again, it might just be like a weird creative director situation where they wanted these people to be different than their roots and went into like a creative direction that's kind of like off from what they seem. I don't know. Like, that's the only benefit of the doubt I could give it. Or the Jumanji theory that Chris Pratt is really just a guy who ends up in the Mario universe and masquerading as Mario. It seems weird that Chris Pratt would have been like, I worked really hard on my Mario voice, if that's the case. I feel like he wouldn't have needed to say anything like that. But my friend Scooter, Praise Scooter, said it best. I had actually retweeted something that he said. He said it best for how I feel. I love everything I've seen about the Mario movie. I think it's strong, funny, like the trailers are really engaging and get me excited. I love everything I've seen, except the weakest part is Mario, and it's the Mario movie. That's the only part that's missing, and that's a pretty big part to be missing. You know, if they do a Pokemon movie, Pikachu better be, and it's called the Pikachu movie, Pikachu probably should be the strongest, like, part of it. So if that's the weakest and most disappointing, that's where the problem is. And again, it's still like, we haven't heard enough, seen enough, whatever. Do I even want to do this? No. This is just... yeah, might as well. It'll be fun. So, I don't know. It sucks that it seems like Mario's the weakest part of Mario movie. But it's probably still too soon to tell. Who knows? We won't really know until we see it. Okay, sometimes I'm good at this one, and other times I am the worst platformer. No, ever. Are you kidding me right now? Oh, I just jumped right in the middle? No.
Finish.
Well, I guess we both get to keep our stars. Tie. Anyway. Wow, perfect entrance, Slim. Slim Kirby! Hashtag tie. It's a tie. Anyway, another tie. We've seen so many of these tonight. Okay. Anyway, time to get my act together. I want to go close to the lake. Really, I'm never down by the lake. Every time I cross the entrance, it's nighttime and it gets blocked off. Really? Also, did anybody else laugh at the fact, I mean, if you watched my reaction, you already know, but like, I have to laugh at, how excited. The excitement. Every time we see anything Nintendo, like Nintendo Direct or trailer or whatever, there's always a shirt. There's always hype over a shirt. It's just funny. Speaking of Pokemon, did you know that there is a new software update? Yes, I did, and I have not played since the update came out. What was it, like 2 days ago? I haven't played since it came out. I need to get on there and grind out some of my levels for some of my lower pokes, because I was really working to get my starter evolved to the second evolution, and so I was neglecting everybody else. So I'm kind of now Peach! Come on. Oh, it just came out yesterday? I thought it was 2 days ago. Okay, well, there you go. So I have not played it in the past day then. I really thought it came out 2 days ago. rafts are so daft. You know what sucks, though? When Peach jumps on your head and you fall into the water as a result. That's not fun. Oh, it's my turn. What am I doing? I always forget that I'm first. No, I don't. I want to know where I am first. That doesn't help because I need people. Inner. Where? Oh no. Sure. I'm not really sure. 49. No, just kidding. 13, baby. 1, 2, 3. 1, 5, 7, 8. Okay. I guess I'd be better off going this way. I hate how expensive it is during the day, but... Oh, no! What? This wrecks my whole plan. Okay. Toad was before this, right? Really? I don't know. No, Toad's on the inner circle, so where's Yoshi? Okay, I have no idea where anybody is anymore. Oh, Yoshi was right there. Okay, no. Wait till nighttime. Also, I'm gonna go up this path because I can. Anyway. Also, Silux, welcome to the Strem de la Strem. I'm hoping and praying to get Pokemon Violet game for Christmas. Oh, yes! Well, I hope so too, Cupcake Queen. It's so fun. So much fun so far. I need to get deeper into it. Just haven't, devoted the time. Although I haven't really played any games this week, outside of The Sims 2, which I have a saga. You guys, I really have a saga. I got in a Sims 2 mood. You know when it, like, I don't know, December hit, and I was like, oh man, I gotta play The Sims. I gotta make a cozy cabin. Every year I, like, design I always design, like, a cabin, Christmas, some sort of house that I end up playing, throughout December, and then growing families off of. I have been playing this game for 20 years, okay? Since 2002. I have been playing this game. Now, granted, I didn't have every expansion until probably like 7 or 8 years ago when I got the Ultimate Collection. Which, you know, so that still is a long time. Like 7 years of playing Ultimate Collection is still a long time. So anyway, I made this whole like cabin in the woods, cute, Christmas, winter fun. And I made a couple that I wanted them to adopt all their kids, because I was kind of going for like not loosely, very loose, like Santa, Mrs. Claus sort of story with like a bunch of kids that were elves. Not like, I mean, they aren't dressed like that or anything, but I wanted them to like adopt a bunch of kids. And so I had like, they had one chance to have their own kids towards the beginning, and one time of woohoo was all it took, and they had twins, so I'm like, I went from a family of 2 to like 5 in just a couple days, because I had adopted like one child per day. Anyway, so I had all these kids. First of all, there were like 5 fires in one day, so it was already chaotic. I kept having lightning strike the trees outside. It caught on fire 3 times. Then I bought a Christmas tree, put it inside. It was like, I turned it on, it lit on fire. So it was just, there were fires nonstop for like the first however many days. So, yesterday I was playing, and I decided to have a birthday party for one of the kids who was becoming a teenager. So I was like, oh, I have to do this birthday party. Where am I going, by the way? I'm gonna do a fun, like, wintry birthday party. And Santa showed up. I didn't even know Santa was in the game. I had no idea. I've been playing this game, again, for 20 years. I saw something happen with the chimney and I was like, it's gonna catch on fire. No, it was Santa. So, that means, you know, I haven't had all the expansions until like 7 years ago. So that means I've gone like 7 years not knowing that Santa was in the game. So it was like Santa Claus. Because suddenly all my Sims were dancing and I'm like, what is happening? What? They're all doing like the smuttle or whatever. And I'm like, I don't have a stereo. Like, what are they dancing to? I just had the little like snowman speaker that plays Christmas music. And they suddenly were dancing. So he brought the stereo. Santa brought a stereo. He hugged all the kids and they were like instantly best friends. I don't know if this is just random, if you have a Christmas tree in your house. I don't know if there's a formula for it. I did make like Christmas cookies as part of the party. Like the mom of my family made Christmas cookies. We had the Christmas music playing and the Christmas tree up. It was nighttime. I don't know, but anyway, brought the stereo. He hands my little girl a teddy bear and she was carrying it around and it was really cute. And I was like, I had no idea this could happen. The dad of my family got stuck in the hot tub. There were like too many people to get out, so he had on his aspiration list like meet Santa for like 8 hours. So then of course I've got Santa, I've got this whole party and it says roof raiser, you know, and then the cops show up. So I'm like, are you kidding me? I've never seen Santa. So the cops busted up my party. It went from roof raiser, tanked all the way down to disaster. I tried to get like the kids to... It kept like messing up, like where I had to reset the cop car, so it bought me a little bit of time. And my kids kept like hugging Santa to get the rating back up, and I only got it up to real dud before the party ended. And then my guy gets out of the hot tub finally at like 8 a.m., you know, after Santa's been walking around upstairs waiting for him to come up to him to give him a gift. And by that point, he gets out of the hot tub and he starts crying with the X over his like party balloons and his thought bubble. Stupid. So he's crying over his real dud of a party. And then he finally is about to approach Santa and he just walks down the street and walks off the lot. He never got to meet Santa. He was there for like 8 hours. Come on. Longer, like 10 hours. So yeah, my hot Santa party got busted up by the cops and I was very disappointed. But I am very excited to know that Santa's in the game now. So I'm going to try and do the same thing again and see if he shows up again. Like maybe the whole Christmas cookie, Christmas tree combo at night. I would like for the kids to be in bed just to see what happens. It was so stupid though. Like so dumb. So that's my newest Sims saga. Santa, how could you? Just imagine having a party and it like ends up being a disaster, a flop, and you just... But it's not even like because of anything you did, it's just something stupid and you're standing there crying over it after you have been soaking your troubles away in the hot tub all night. So funny. I could not see my mom or my dad especially crying if I had a birthday party and Santa showed up and then the cops busted it up and then going crying in the middle of the room about like, oh, the party was a dud. Wait a minute. I don't feel like anybody's in front of me, right? Maybe I should have done it. No. I'll do the one that's like lower. Yeah, that's true. You learn something new every day. You can play it just goes to show you can play a game for years and still see something brand new that you've never seen before. It just happens. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the latest Sims saga. We are turn 17. I was gonna say, we've got to be a little over halfway. I'll probably take a quick break here in a couple turns. I know, The Sims 2 really does have so many hidden Easter eggs, and it had so many expansions, both like big and small. Like it had the huge expansions that made it what it was, but then it also had all the little like side expansions that had like extra furniture and extra characters or clothes or whatever. I don't know, it just like, I feel like it had a good mix of stuff without being too overwhelming. Okay, at least they're both down here now. Wow. -3. Half your coins. I've still never played Sims 3. At this point, I probably won't, like, even bother, because I love The Sims 2 so much. But I know that's a lot of people's favorite. And I know Sims 4, is it free to play yet, or is it, I don't know if it's, I know it, if it's not already, it's going to be. I tried The Sims 4, but it was the same thing, where I'm like, it's fun, but it's not The Sims 2. It is? Okay. Alright, golf games. Oh, that is not an L. How do I not know these buttons yet? I'm not be this bad at buttons. I'm just not great at these minigames like this. I am just not good at. Like, I really have to concentrate and know my buttons. Sims 2 is more comical, where 3 has good age progression. I get that. My sister's played a lot of Sims 3 and said she liked the age system of it better. I'm just using these orbs to use them. Wish Game Pass would include some of the expansions and stuff in The Sims 4, but all of those are still more money than I'm willing to pay for them. Well, I guess you just have to deal. It sucks. I've said it before, and I'll continue to say it until it happens. I just want the original Sims to be a digital option that you can. I want the Sims 1 to have an Ultimate Collection as well, because that would be so great. Will it happen? I don't know, but it'd be nice. Wow, Yoshi doesn't have any stars. Woo! Sorry, but he does have the most coins, so he's at least got something going for him. I love this board at night, by the way. I don't think I've really said that yet, but I love this board at night. Something I still need to do is drive around looking at all the Christmas lights. Been waiting a little bit so that more people have them up. That's one of my favorite things to do at Christmas time, is like get a hot chocolate or go to Starbucks or something and then drive around and look at Christmas lights while listening to Christmas music, of course. It's just so festive. Okay, dusk till dawn. This is another one of those games. I feel like I lose no matter what team I'm on. I can't ever manage to win this minigame. Well, I think the last minigame I said about we actually did win, but definitely not because of me, because I lost immediately. Oh, I was like, what else is even dusty? Oh, we won? I feel like I never win that game. I love this little dollhouse, though. I guess if they're real size, then that's just a regular house, but it looks like a dollhouse from that angle. Hot chocolate and going around to see lights sounds so fun right now. It's the vibe. It's the time. It's like the Christmas market earlier was so... The Christmas, I went to Christkindl market, so like a German Christmas market earlier, and it was like a Hallmark movie. Like I was ready for it to be like either too pricey, like artsy but upscale to where like couldn't afford anything, and it was just kind of like, okay, we're just here to look and that's it. or I was ready for it to be just a flop, that I was like, okay, this isn't, you know, what I thought it was going to be, like, it's not as good. No, it was perfect. It was so fun. I don't even know. Well, I might as well try. Whatever. That's my pain. Okay, that's not getting anywhere, though. No. Oh, it did! Never mind! I'm full of it! I really didn't think I was going to get this far, but it was so fun. It was like I got to see Santa. Sat on Santa's lap for the first time in probably like 20 years, so that was fun. And got some cute, like, handmade stuff, like, just really cute. I got a handmade, like, mug and ornament. Got a candy cane from Santa. I had hot chocolates. Had a really good, like German pretzel, like soft pretzel, and it came with cheese dipping sauce. And you know how like a lot of the time pretzels come with like a nacho cheese dipping sauce? No, this was real cheese, and it was so good. Oh my god, it was so much better. So, because usually I don't even dip my pretzels in cheese, like I save that for the nachos, but it was so good. Oh, this is chance time, isn't it? Ooh, uh-oh. Yoshi's luck could turn around. This could be really bad for me. Oh, no. Please don't. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no! No way! Okay. Okay, we're in the clear. I was ready for it to be like trade stars, which I would have been so upset by. Okay, good. We're in the clear. Yay! Crisis averted. It's all good. I've never actually been to Christmas at the Zoo, Bree. Maybe I should do that one of these times. Oh, posture check. Sorry, I'm slouching. How could I slouch? Stand up straight. Stand up straight. You know, I was standing up straight. Go! Ah! I jumped right into it. Why did I suck so much? Could I? I think we're on turn 19 coming up here. So I'm gonna take a break at probably like turn 20. Yeah, I thought I was gonna have a serious trade with Yoshi, and I was really scared. Dang, Peach is killing it though. Oh, she won that for us. Way to go, Peach. Oh, did I win? They also had a polka band there. Polka, polka, polka. They had a polka band there that were like trying to teach people how to polka dance, and they were in like full like German attire, so that was super fun. My whole family is German, so... Oh, this is turn 20. Okay, so after this turn, I'll take a break. Maybe I should use this. Burn some butts. Burn some butts. Yes, Peach, you won. Oh, did I win? You won it for us, Peach. Ya did. Alright, who's where? Is that gonna burn my own butt? No. If it doesn't burn my own butt, I'm going this way. Love Christmas at the Zoo went last year specifically because they were supposed to have a thing where you could like hold or pet something. What? Pet a penguin? But then it was too warm outside! No! No! What the heck, Bree? How could it happen? Man. I think the main reason I haven't gone is just because it's expensive. That's like the only reason. Got yourself some pizza for the night. Let's go. Lights are still beautiful, but I would be the same way for you. If I went for like one thing and it was the only thing that wasn't offered, because then I'd be like, no. Okay, why does this chair get like this? Sorry. Controls all wonky. Okay, there we go. Oh, Jilly's posing back there. Do you see that upside down girl? She's an upside down kitty right now. Oh, she's so cozy. And she's back there with our vaquita. She loves that vaquita. I've got to put something in Discord so we can name the vaquita. Like a name suggestion channel going or something. Continue going this way. Right into this. Oh, what? I'd rather I ran right into it. Oh, come on, Yoshi! I was right there! Sister and I almost got to go to a Christmas zoo thing back in 2019, but that was around the same time our friend's baby shower was, and she was too tired afterward to go to the zoo, so you didn't end up going, and now you're like, no, COVID happened and we didn't have the opportunity to go again. Oh, your dad has a yearly pass, so it lets a guest in. Oh, so you were free. There you go. It wasn't a huge loss if it's just like if it was a free perk. I mean, even if you're disappointed, at least you didn't like pay a bunch of money and not get what you wanted. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break. We are on turn 21 out of 30. So I'm gonna take a quick break and be right back. So, as I always say, take this opportunity to stretch, get a snack, drink, blanket, whatever you need to get comfortable, use the bathroom, and I will be back shortly. Yo, shout out to Club Penguin for that bop just now. I was like, what game is this from? How cute. It's like genuine Christmas music. Alright, we are back to Snowflake Lake. Hey everybody, it's MadameWario. Happy Friday Night Mario Party 6. We are going to circle this dead body and continue on. Do another duel or... No, I'm gonna just do another duel. Whatever, we gotta live life on the edge, right? Hopefully you guys had the chance to use the pot, or get a snack or something. I had to give Jilly some love because she is all grooming and cleaning and crimping, and she looks so sweet. She's washing her face. Alright, cool. What did I say to do? Did I duel for coins? No. I must have taken his star and I'm paying more. Oh, this is just a button masher, isn't it? I don't know. I don't know how to play this. Oh. Well, this is 100% my jam, baby. Okay, I almost lost, though. I got a little overconfident there and about tanked. Sorry, Peach. She fell into a black hole. Couldn't be helped. I was like, wait, why did I get her coins? No, I'm not paying enough attention. Sorry. Anyway, welcome back, everybody. Also, thank you for the chat reminder, Cass. I want to let everybody know I do have a feedback survey in the works right now. If you use !survey, you'll get the link. It's also posted in my Discord, on my Twitter, my Patreon, my YouTube channel. It's posted all over, so if you don't have the time to fill it out right now or something, you can always use the link on any of those mediums, whatever's most convenient for you. But if you wouldn't mind taking some time to fill that out for me, it would really help. I'm trying to... What? Me? Okay, I'm trying to adjust my stream schedule and content, and I want to create the best experience for you all. In doing so, you know, I don't want to just like make all these decisions without asking you guys for your opinion or what works for you. So I really appreciate the feedback I have received thus far. Some of you have said some really nice things too, so I thank you so much for your kind words and your words of encouragement. You know, it's all to better the stream and to make the experience more accessible for everybody, to make content more of what you guys are looking for, or hoping for, and just to kind of better feel out like what I want to do moving forward, especially since we're approaching a new year. You know, it just seemed like a good time to do that. And I'll be playing around a little bit with scheduling in this month, just to try some things out. This is kind of like my experimental month to see if some of these things that I'm thinking work better. Based on the feedback I've received so far, a lot of you have kind of given me a little bit better perspective on like kind of what I was thinking is where everybody else is. So that's good. Yeah, just fill one out and say, you suck. Thanks, Bree. Really constructive. Oh, so dumb. But yeah, there's just, it's pretty basic questions, and it's all, you know, what works best for you, because we're all about community. You know, I want you guys to be part of this as much as possible, and wow, I wonder which one's different. What? I pressed that first! I literally was pressing it and it wasn't doing it. That's so stupid. Wait, what? Okay, I pressed X. I did. I really pressed it. I know. Oh my god. Okay, I got it this time. It worked. It worked. It worked. This is like the most obvious version of this I've ever seen. Maybe I just don't play this game very much. Aw, look at the rainbow. It's Rainbow Road. Okay, anyway. Super dumb. Was that a... No, that was just a regular game. I don't know why I was like, oh, is that battle? Like, no, that wasn't the end screen for battle. Guess I'm just Cray. At the end of the day. Alright, now who's in the path? I don't know. I need to view the board. Yoshi's not, Toad is not, Peach is way... Okay, I guess I'm just gonna do it to try and move away from people, maybe? Yeah, it's you, Rainbow Road. It's you. Okay, this might help. So I get Peach that way. And I can also be a little bit further away from anybody else who gets a chomp. What's so, Bobo? How was your single potato the other night? So, my mom had texted me. This is when, so Odin Stack and Slim Kirby did a stream on the Stack Game Marathon channel, which is like the charity event channel, but it's also like a co-op channel throughout the year. Or that's what it has... We're intending to have more of that, is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, they were streaming from mine and Odie's house, and my mom texted me and was like, are you still coming over to eat a potato? And I was like, I just have to read this text out loud, because it made me laugh. Because it was so ridiculous. Why is everybody like this? I guess because I'm the first. Anyway, it just made me laugh. Like, are you still coming over to eat a potato? Yes. But it was more than just like, Slim was like, you're just gonna show up and she's just gonna roll a potato across the table to you. And I was like, yeah, totally. Okay, this is the one where I have to dodge boos. I'm getting all the boo, I'm getting all the boo duels. Crap. I have to concentrate before I continue. I still can't go super high pitched with my voice ever since I lost it at the end. It's been like a month and I still can't go super high pitched. Just can hit those low notes. Anyway, so my mom made like a baked potato that had like chili, cheese, roasted bell pepper, sour cream. It was really good. It was quite delicious. So yes, I did enjoy my potato. I did enjoy my potato, Slim. Thank you for asking. I wouldn't mind a potato like that right now. Sounds good. Although, I haven't really eaten dinner yet because I ate at the festival. Scottman, thank you so much! Oh, thank you so much, Scottman. Welcome back to the Ba family.
Good evening, MW. I just made it, and it's time for a little Cringemas.
Yes, a little Cringemas. It's what we all need.
Also, 54 months sub height.
Thank you so much, Scottman. Give me 1 second. I'll give you all the Bas, but if in the meantime, you guys, in the Ba family could give Scottman some love by showing some Bas in the chat. I would appreciate it. I'm sure he would appreciate it. No way! They are never good at this. When I have the CPU working with me, they suck. Like, when they're shooting places to go for me, they're absolutely terrible. I guess I wasn't spreading them out as much as I possibly could. Thank you so much, Scottman. Welcome back to the Ba family. I appreciate your 54 months of support. Thank you so very much. Jilly, she finally curled up. Okay, now I really don't think anybody's in front of me. So everybody's kind of moving. Oh. Yeah, everybody's kind of moving around this way. No. Okay, what is here? Alright, I'm not gonna worry about it. Okay, that actually helped me out quite a bit because I was able to just avoid the path altogether. Oh, shoot! What is she saying? Oh, mommy! Oh, money? Oh, mommy? I have no idea what she's saying. Oh, mommy! Anyway. Whoa, Madam Cooking Mama! What's up? Diss? What are you talking about? I didn't diss. Or maybe I did, I don't know. It doesn't sound like she says oh my though, because it's like, oh my! It would be like, oh my! Like she has like 2 syllables. That can't be right. Oh, I just realized I'm like running for them and they don't even have any money anyway. But he does, so maybe it's for the best. Oh, you said something earlier? I didn't see it! I didn't see it! Yeah, ghosted, sorry. I ghosted you. Is this even enough to... Oh, it is enough to get both of them. Dang. Oh, he had the bone though? Oh, where's my bone? I need a bone orb. I forgot that was a thing. I forgot that was a thing. What goes up? Memory lane, note to self, snow world. Note to self. Which one's this? Oh, I'm not very good at this one. I don't have very good luck with it. Like, I always end up getting jumped on, and then I don't get the note ever. The nighttime version of this, though. Yoshi, get out of here! No. Okay, I still won, at least. That works. Well, MC, I'm not cool enough to be a guest. Oh, wow. Okay, that's the first time I've won that in a long time. Because I usually lose. Like, I just am not good. But I just do not like this minigame anymore. I love the design of it. I just don't like the manipulation of your opponents against you. Do 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 do. Okay. Did she buy a twister? Does it not? I guess it doesn't show you what's in the shop. Let me see. Does it not show you what's in the shop for opponents? Oh. Okay, well he wasn't allowed to look in the shop, so we'll never know. Or maybe... No! I needed you to look so I could see! Where's Mr. Blizzard, aka Chili? No, he's going after me! You don't need my stuff! Oh, ones? Oh no. Dang it. I was hoping he'd get all ones. Anyway, looks like a fun game. Cheese Silver, how's it going? It's been a fun game. I've been dominating quite a bit. So that's been fun. It's been really fun stuff. Alright, oh, I love what goes up at night, but of course I have to mow the freaking lawn. That's not the minigame I wanted. Also, who does this at night? I probably say that every time I play this. In fact, go and check the last Mario Party 6 video. If I got this at night, I probably said, like, who mows at night? I probably say that every time. Terrible at mowing at night. I don't know why I was so bad at this. I couldn't, like, turn. I guess I was pressing A too much. Well, this does look like Peach Gardens, so maybe it's appropriate. I am also shocked, Bree. I'm quite surprised that my weird next-door neighbor or the next-door neighbor I had growing up did not mow at night, because he mowed his lawn, like, 8 times a day. Like, he was out there constantly. Crack of dawn, he was out. Afternoon, he was out. Early evening, he was out. And he's riding around on his John Deere. And we're like, we get it. You bought a John Deere. It's so awesome. Whatever. But you don't need to mow your lawn this much. And there was, like, a big patch of dirt, like, to the side of his house. Like, a big patch of dirt. One of my bedroom windows faced it. And he would go out there and mow that, and I'm like, there's not even any grass there. It's just dirt. Like, what are you doing? It was a little bit special. Hey, I got at 8. To get the... Oh, I forgot he had the bone, though. Oh, no. How did he get all these bones? He just gets to keep the bone orb forever, and we get to lose to him? That's stupid. I love mowing dirt. Yeehaw! Me too. Oh my god. No. Don't we all? Man, freaking... Oh wait, he did... So he had 2 bones. That's just not right. That's not fair. That's not right. I'm disappointed. Why? What is over here that you want? You want to circle around and get me. That's what it is. Oh, or you want to go this way for some reason. Okay, I thought I understood what he was doing, and then he, like, changed what made sense midway. Yeah, it does not show the options when they buy something. It just shows all the little switches, which is kind of a cute little throwback to Super Mario World. I don't think I ever noticed that before. I always noticed the little GameCube in the Mario Party 7 shop, but I don't think I noticed the little switches in this one. Oh, oh! Okay. Oh, dang it, I'm always first! Is it easy? It's not. It's harder with this controller. Oh my god, no! Oh no! I messed up! It's just harder with this controller. Man, I bombed! See, I hate when I go first, because then it's like, la 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 la. See, I don't even have words to describe. On the Switch, it's ballin' if you have the Pro Controller, especially. Just roll your finger around. But this one I messed up. I shouldn't have looked at it. I should have just, you know. Yeah, it's a lot harder to cheese with this controller. It's because all the buttons are like different sizes and shapes and stuff, and on the Pro Controller, they're all the same size and the same shape, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay, well. Goodness. Hi, Julie. Oh, Julie! She let out a big sigh. What a sweet girl. She's so cozy back there. Alright, give it ×3, baby. Money's going up. Alright, so blue spaces and red spaces are tripled in the last 5 turns. Here we go. I think I land on Bowser. it does not have a bone. Oh, okay, I could do this. I mean, I could get high. Well, no, isn't it just one dice? 1, 2, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, like, I think I can only, no. Alright, fine. I guess we'll do this instead. You decide. 2 coins. Wait, what? No, I did not want to do that. I wanted to do star, but then do coin. Okay, I messed up. I meant to hit star and then coins for myself, but instead I hit 1 coin. I messed up. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do this. Well, good, because this one sucks anyway. Oh, wait, no, this isn't the one I was thinking of. This one's kind of cool. Yeah, this one's kind of fun. This is like it feels like an arcade game. Oh, come on! Yeah, this one feels like an arcade game, the way you have to time it. I like this one. I was thinking it was the one where I don't even think it's in this game. It's the one that's in a circle in 7, I think, where you have to like ground pound until somebody finds the sparkly spot. I don't know. I don't know which game that's in, but I was thinking it was that same kind of mechanic. Whoa! I won a whopping 1 coin. That was really cool. If only it had been a star. But I goofed, so what can I do? Sucks to suck! She got rolled over by that big old snowball. Like how the petticoat of her dress is just showing. I don't think we'd seen that little animation yet. At least not this time. Chance time! Oh my god, there he is! Oh, I forgot! I forgot Wacka was on this board! Wacka! We love your bumps. No. Please don't. Please, do not do this to me. No, 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 no! This isn't so... No! No, I don't want this. Okay, it could have been worse, though. It could have been worse. It could have been way worse. It could have been way worse, but at least it was just that. Stupid. Anyway. Oh my gosh, did I tell you guys about the current game that you all have to play now? Because it's just stupid, but it's also fun. Yeah, 1 coin. Whopping 1 coin. Oh, the Wackas! Can't believe I didn't notice them until now. So, there's a game, it's probably existed since before this year, but it was the first time I ever heard about it yesterday, called, there's this game called Whamageddon. If you guys know, you know, but if you don't, like me, you have to see how long you can go without hearing that, the song Last Christmas by Wham. And it runs from December 1st to Christmas Eve. I already lost. I lost 4 hours in. The idea is that it's really popular. It's always on the radio. It's always playing in stores. Like, you try to go without hearing it. Like, just try. You probably also do this with Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. You do like another version of the game with that. But, yeah, I made it 4 hours before I heard it. And it was so stupid because I was like, the second I get in the car, I'm gonna hear this. Like, I listen to the radio, I listen to the Christmas music on the radio. It's gonna happen. And it doesn't count, like, remixes or remakes. They don't count. Like, it has to be the original version of Last Christmas by Wham. And you also can't, like, you can't just, like, play it for somebody, like, oh, look, like, you have to just stumble upon it, or it doesn't count. So, like, you can't, like, be a jerk and try and get people out. So, I thought I was gonna, like, leave and run errands yesterday and be in the car, and I was like, I'll probably hear this, like, you know, 20 minutes after learning of this game. So, no. We ended up going out and getting food, just getting, like, fast food last night. This was so... I can't believe it. I was, like, flipping through the radio station, because there were, like, 2 that I flipped back and forth between with Christmas music. And Odie left to go into the restaurant to pick up his food. In the time that he left to get his food at the takeout, that song came on and I lost. It was 4 hours after I had found out about the game. So, the fact that I lost and he didn't was so disappointing. I was like, are you kidding me? We didn't lose at the same time? How did you avoid this? How did this come on as soon as you left the car? So, you can't be a jerk and, like, make somebody else listen. So I had to change the channel and I was like, hey, don't change the radio station or you'll lose. So dumb, but it was pretty funny. You saw the post? Yes, Slim, I'm glad you saw it. It's so dumb. So far, you're whamless. Yeah, I lasted 4 hours into December 1st before I lost the game. So I lost on day 1. Pretty cool. So try it, you guys. Try this game. It's actually kind of fun. But I had my mom play it today. Wait, was it a little more people? I had my mom play the Whamageddon game today, and she made it 6 hours before she lost, so, you know, she didn't start the game until today, but we'll just say she didn't hear it yesterday either. Okay, no, I'm not gonna do this. It took me a really long time to decide what I wanted to do. So, even if you don't listen to the radio, you could still very easily go into a store or have an ad online or on TV, whatever. Play that song, so... And as soon as you recognize it, that's when you're out. So anybody who makes it to December 24th either doesn't listen to any music anywhere ever, or is just extremely lucky with timing. I don't think I've heard this song ever in my life. Really? You've never heard Last Christmas by Wham? That last Christmas I gave you my heart and the very next day you gave it away. Wait, this is the game I was talking about. This was the game I was talking about that I don't like. It's in this game. It's not in 7. So this is the one I thought the last game was. Wait, no, it's... I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. This isn't even how I remember it. So maybe it's not... This isn't the same game as what I was talking about either. This is the one that I thought it was in here. Yeah, that doesn't... Me singing it doesn't count either because I'm not Wham, you know. So if you've heard it, but you haven't heard it since knowing about the game, it doesn't count. You didn't even get a whole day, Mom. You got 6 hours. Lost. You still made it further than I did. But yeah. I mean, if you count yesterday, then yeah, you got a whole day. Haven't heard this song yet today, but I'm sure I'll hear it tomorrow. Yep. There you go. That's probably what's gonna happen, Scott, man. You'll have to let us know. Yeah, remixes and covers don't count. Oh, you've never heard the original version? I mean, I guess, like, you could look it up, Yo-Yo, and it just wouldn't count, so you know what you're listening. Like, I feel like that's fair. If you feel like you've never heard it before, you should look up the original version and listen to it, and then go based on that. Like, that doesn't count. That wouldn't count, because how would you even know what to listen for? How would you even know what the original is, you know? It doesn't count! It does not count! Slim Kirby sings 8. Last Christmas. That does not count, Slim! I know I've heard the original, but my brain can only count for the covers. What?! How What are you doing, Toad? What are you doing? How could you not know George Michael? Anyway. I don't think Mariah Carey ever did a version of Last Christmas. I think, I don't know. I don't feel like any of the covers are as good as the original. But I feel like the only cover I know is... The only cover I can think of right off the bat is Taylor Swift, and I don't like Taylor Swift, so why would I ever prefer that anyway? Okay, I'm gonna use this so I can move out of the way. Toad was just being a toad. I guess so, because he was like, why don't you throw this mine at me? It sounds fun. Okay, yes I do, so I can maybe get a bone. But there is no bone. I think you might have to find the bone on the board. But I'm getting a bunch of slow. I love how the snow looks in the dark. Okay, I could get Toad, I guess. Yeah, let's do it. 69! I mean, it's not like it's a song you voluntarily seek out to listen to. Well, listen, Bree. It's one of those songs that you just can't avoid if you listen to, like, the Christmas radio station. Okay, I get another chance to duel. I'm gonna duel... Actually, well, no. I'm gonna still put you aside. Put 40 coins on the line. Anyway. Whoa, sorry, I had to stretch. I feel like I'm losing my voice. This is not good. Pitfall. The weather has been all over the place, though. Oh, this is just like pick a rope and hope you don't lose. I'm gonna go pink because I love the color pink. Also love the color mint green, but... I guess I should not have liked either color because the winning color was blue. Man, I guess I'm just giving Toad money for no reason. Lame. Same is lame. What a hot mini title. Alright, well at least I didn't lose a star. Do it, do it, do it. Okay. Another duel. We're seeing all the duels today. I mean, I like that this map has a lot of duel spaces because how else are you supposed to have... How else are you supposed to get stars outside of just the chomps? Like, it gives you more opportunity. Is this the same one I got earlier? Possibly? No, this is a different one. Oh, oh no! Hold on. This is the one I have to... as close to 0 as possible, right?
Finish!
Right? Yes. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure you have to get... or just corkscrew spinning like this through the air is pretty funny. Yeah, you have to get just like the lowest number of time as possible. Back to 69! And I got a star. Thank you. Or wait, no. Maybe she did... I got coins and my star back. That's what
Finally, Chris was a fine young man.
I'm a man now, Tanta.
I'm a man now, Tanta. Thank you, Psycho. I hope you guys are enjoying the holiday alerts. They're definitely... I enjoy them so much. And I do not enjoy that. Well, crap. That's not what I wanted. Not what I wanted to happen. Okay, sorry. get sucked into the music. How would you buy that? That's not even like a fun orb. You don't even get coins from it. You don't get anything from it. Why does no one have any money anymore? It's supposed to be like triple. Is just no one landing on blue spaces or what? Also, this is my favorite version of this. What goes up must come down. I wish so much this would have been the version included in Superstars, because it's just like, it's more frantic. I think it's more fun. Yeah, land on everything. No. Okay, I won somehow. I felt like I was doing really badly. But I did it! I did it, Jilla. It's like a straight line. She's just a line of her. You can't tell which side's her head and which side's her tail. You can't tell. What's the benefit to this right now? Nothing, because I would just land on a bunch of those crap spaces. Not want to land on. Oh, I got one! The snack orb! Ooh! The snack orb! I didn't know it was called that. I thought it was called the bone. The big snack attack, big snumpo. This one. Because I can at least possibly get Yoshi and someone else. I don't know. Depending on where Peach is. We'll see. Ooh. Okay, and Peach is... Dang it! Landed on... Bless you. Landed on this red space. Don't want that. Oh, she's getting rolled up again. It's just the bone in Mario Party 5. Well, crap. I guess I thought they were... I guess I thought it was the same name in this game. Literally no one is in your path, Toad. Oh no, I think Yoshi still is, right? Yoshi is in your path. It's the thuggish ruggish bone! Every time I see it, I think... Every time I see sluggish, I think that, Bree. So I'm glad you said that. The thuggish ruggish bone. What is this? Oh, this pointless orb. This is the second time someone has lost 3. From... Oh, what? I thought you didn't get the coins. I thought they just got destroyed. What the heck am I thinking of then? I don't know. No idea. Alright, is this the... No. I was like, this is not the last turn, right? This is the second to last turn. So we still have a chance to get back to a dozen, maybe. Except we're all starting from the same place, so I don't really have a chance. This is good for everybody else, bad for me, because I'm going first. So, what can I do? I didn't even know that was a real song, Bree. I just thought it was some dumb thing he's doing in the mirror. Hey, this is how we started the game. Go! I honestly didn't even know. Like, that wasn't lit up, was it? Cool. Anyway, if you guys want a fun time, look up The Lonely Island, Thuggish Ruggish Bone on YouTube. You will be amused and confused and like, why should I watch this? And you'll probably watch it again because you don't understand. Finish. Okay. What? 7? I thought I did better than that. I wasn't looking. I feel like Peach is in a good position for the... I almost said the Mario Party star. The mini game star. Mini games. Whoa, power to Mario! Power to Mario Party! Welcome to the Strem de la Strem! Yeah, I thought, but I was wrong. Oh, you know what? I have a bone, so joke's on you, you guys. Plus, like, are you serious right now? Come on! I was gonna say none of them can afford Chomp, but it won't even matter now anyway because I didn't go past Chomp. I don't want to give him money! No! No. Anyway. Ah, yes, my favorite bonus star. Okay, the Mario Party star. Oh, she also? Well, she doesn't have the money. No wonder she had to. Alright. Sumo of Doom. Sumo of Dumo. What a good name. How do I do this? I don't know. Okay. Sumo of Dumo. This sumo. It's a bunch of cars. No. No! I sucked because I didn't... The controls were really hard, you guys. The controls were not a fun time. Sumo of Dumo! No! Okay, well the good news is, even if she has a clean sweep of bonus stars, I will still win. I mean, that goes for all of this, so I'm not worried unless somebody takes one of my stars again. Yeah, it was rigged. Oh man, I was hoping he'd waste money and do it, just because. What are you doing, Yoshi? I don't really know what his plan is because, again, he can't afford to buy Chomp anyway. I think Yoshi just wanted to be extra. Nope, still can't afford it. Oh, look! He may have won a Happening Star, though, possibly. Probably not, but I really like the Mario snow sculpture. And he ends up right back where he started. With nothing. Nothing new, nothing more. Okay, well, at this rate I've won. Which is kind of anticlimactic, but we'll see what bonuses do. Bonuses are still fun. So I'm not gonna celebrate yet. Hey, it's that Fall Guys game, except this came first. Okay.
Go!
Too far. I should have known not to go so far.
Finish!
And Yoshi just... What if the game just ended after he fell? This is such a pretty color scheme with the nighttime. I love that. I love it. Usually I'm pretty good at that one with like one and done, but I don't know, my brain went fuzzy. My brain went fuzzy. Alright, it's time to reveal how everyone played with bonuses. I have a feeling I'm gonna get maybe like one bonus from this, if any. We'll see. It's time for the two award bonuses. Okay, minigame star, this is probably Peach. Because she won a lot. At least every time I was paying attention, she won. Or I won. Whoa! Okay, Swerve. I really thought she had that. Orb star, probably Yoshi? Toad? Yoshi or Toad? Maybe Toad. No, Yoshi. I was gonna say, they had the most spaces on the map. I just feel like I kept landing on Toad's spaces, though. Alright, this is not me. This might be Toad. Oh! I can't believe it! There are two Action Star winners! Yoshi and Toad. I was right the last time. Alright, well, nice try, CPUs, but, I've gotcha beat. Snowflake Lake win, ladies! The winner is Big Wah. He's the Snowflake Star! Yay! He is the Snowflake Star. I do not remember this music being a thing. Well, there they are. They're all pouting. I also love how, like, look how tiny Yoshi is. Tiny Yoshi, because he lost. Wow. Alright, let's see the details. So, minigames, oh, it was close. It was really close. It was only 11 coins difference, so not really a huge deal. I used more orbs than I thought. 19! Holy God! He used 19 orbs? We had 30 turns. That means he used an orb almost 2/3 of the board. Didn't seem like it. I guess I just was not paying attention because that is insane. Okay, that's interesting. What was it? Happening 4 and 4. Landed on 2 of these. I don't even remember landing on any. Yep. It was quite a time, you guys. Quite a time! I love Snowflake Lake. I love the aesthetic. So pretty at night, especially. It's my favorite board of this game. Even though it's like super gimmicky and whatever, I don't care. I think it's a lot of fun. Let's go to the star bank. Is this where we get stuff? See what I can get. Luffy, welcome on in. Okay, please choose the item you want. I think I was saving for Toadette. Oh wait, no, I wasn't, because we already have it. What was I saving for? This? Or this? Wait, that's the same thing. Wow, I can't. Miracle page. Okay, these are all miracle pages. I have all their voices. Minigame secrets. I feel like I made fun of part of this and then it was actually really cool. It would just be this, right? But I don't know. I'm not really sure. I think I have everybody's taunt. I don't have the mic secrets. I don't know. I honestly don't know what's worth it and what's not. But I guess we might as well do this because I haven't unlocked it yet. Wait, what? I thought I had... Oh, what? I never understand. You guys explain this every time. Every time. Okay, more books, more books. The books are actually really cute. So as long as we stick... Oh, we can buy these 4. Why don't we do that? We'll buy these 4 and then we'll still have the 50 for that one whenever I figure out how to do this. Because the books are really cute. That's what I made fun of and then it was like, oh, never mind. That was really... sweet. Alright, so we have book 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 2. You totally want to know the lore. You know me. I do. And then where do I read it? Is it in here? I feel like I remember exiting and then being like, wait, go back. That's where you should have been all along. Something. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I do need to exit. Okay, I don't know where I need to go to view the book. Let's see. Options? What? I don't know. I have no idea where I'm supposed to go. I have no idea. Alright, give me the, book. This is not it, is it? No, this is not it. How do I... Yes, quit option mode. Snowflake Lake is a case study in that a great aesthetic can save a rather poor gimmick. That's very true. Very, very true. I agree. Does anyone know where I go to read this book? That's where I go to buy items, but like, where do I go to see the book? I'm going back in here. It is in the start. Well, how come I couldn't just go to it? Why did I have to leave? I guess you have to leave. Okay. Oh, it's literally... No, this is not good enough. This needs to have a different way to get to it. It needs to be like an icon on the main screen or something, because this is just not clear. This looks like something I don't need to click on ever again. Okay, this is the Miracle Book. It's packed with Mario Party highlights. You never know what you'll find popping out of these pages. Okay, so here we go. We have Blooper Ahoy, which is the prologue, which is super cute. It's a pop-up. Ooh, whoa, and it turns into the characters if you hold down the A button. Two of my favorite game characters ever. Then we're gonna turn the page, wash our hands, and it's gonna be, whoa, this big duel or whatever this is. For as many duels as we had, we can get whatever this was. Alright, this is a new page. It's very Mario 3 in the background. And it zaps Luigi. Daisy just so shocked. No pun intended. Kind of. Look how cute it is. Yeah, this is actually really cute though. This is the thing I made fun of. Oh, what's this one? A boosh! That's pretty cute. I like it. I love the Montgomery moles. The big monts. Yes. Daisy on 3 pages. Rigged. I agree. And this is... Oh, look at the bad bros are back! With a golden Goomba. Ooh, I got the better deal. I caught a golden Goomba. Whereas Waluigi caught a Toadette, I guess. Like, I don't feel like that's how this minigame works. Considering you drop a cage on Goombas. Interesting game. Alright. And then... Oh, this is cute! Wait, why are... Oh, there's a Bowser Jr. Sprite finally, too. I feel like some of these characters are not shown very much. Yay! Those are all the pages. Aren't they cute? I don't really understand. Like, why are they upset by this? I don't know. I'm not really sure. I don't understand. Alright, so these were called, hold on, the names are Blooper Ahoy, Card Crazy, Amp Attack, Popping Out of the Pipe, Golden Goomba, Golden Goomba, and Bountiful Harvest. We have lots of these pages to go. I can't go down to the epilogue, I guess, until that's done. Unless that just doesn't mean anything. Yes, we're gonna stop reading. Okay, cool. Yes, I'm gonna exit the Star Bank. Alright, you guys. I would play another mode, but I'm feeling, my voice is feeling a little scratchy, and I don't want to lose it, so I think I need to call it instead of doing, like, an extra, like, side mode. I know those are fun, but, again, don't want to lose my voice, so I'm gonna play it safe. But I do want to say thank you to everybody who has been here all night. It's been a lot of fun playing Snowflake Lake, first Friday Night Mario Party of December, and it's all Christmassy and fabulous. We're really not that far. Usually I end at 11 and it's like 20 till, so we're really not that crazy ahead. So, sorry to cut it a little short tonight, but again, I gotta take care of my voice, so I want to make sure I am listening to my body. I do want to pull up the credits for this evening's stream, though, and give you guys a shout. Those of you who went extra hard today, thank you for your support, your love, your care. Thank you to everybody who's been so active and wonderful in chat. It's been so much fun hanging out with you all. Really, really appreciate it. And let's go ahead and roll these credits. Whoops, I didn't mean to open that. A very merry thank you. Thank you for the extra bit of holiday cheer. Thank you, Psycho, for the donation, your generosity. Thank you so much. Cass, Psycho, V Bowie, thank you for the bits. Cass, you are awesome. Thank you. Bree, Odie, Slim, Pixie, PTM, thank you for being here and lurking as mods. Snack, Shy Guy, Donkey Kong Jr., Mega Freak, Zabrag, and Scottman, thank you so much for the subs, resubs, and the gift subs from Psycho Nacho Man. Thank you guys for spreading holiday cheer, for being so kind and giving and wonderful in the spirit of the holiday season. Let's go ahead and forward the love here tonight, because why not? You know, everybody deserves some love, so we're gonna do it. Okay. Imagine Jigglypuff singing in your heads. Yeah. Like I said, I'm messing with sound alerts, so it's really wonky right now. I gotta figure it out before I post it again, but you know. Is there anybody else streaming Mario Party 6? Like, specifically? Probably not, but let's see. I don't know. I don't see any Mario Party 6. So that's kind of poop butt stink, but alright. Let's see if we can. I don't know who this is. Let me make sure. Let's see. An auto. Wait, what? This is like an auto board someone is playing. Okay, maybe not. I was gonna try and mix it up, but like it looks like everything going right now is not like an actual person. What? How does this happen? Okay, well, I'm not really sure what to do about that, so let's go ahead and, raid. Who do we want to raid today? You know, Zabrag gave me a sub earlier. I'm gonna forward the love. No, this is quite a swerve from Mario Party, but we'll go ahead and give Zabrag some love. Because it's been a hot minute. Oh, is Bandy live? Oh, he's playing Mario Party 5. I didn't even know he was live. What the heck? Alright, well, he may have just started too, so maybe we should, why don't we raid Mr. Bandy Power, since it seems like everybody else playing Mario Party is just not there. And we want somebody to be there, so that's what we want. Anyway, what do we have for hashtags? We have, let's do Whamageddon. How do I spell this? Whamageddon. And let's do Snowflake win. Yeah, Duel Love is another good one because we had a lot of duels tonight. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. You guys, I also want to make a couple more little announcements before we get going, now that we know who we're rating. I want to say thank you to my Patreon family for your love and support for the month of November. This is the last time probably you'll be seeing this credits page. Actually, we'll probably be seeing it tomorrow too, but I just want to say thank you to everybody who pledged to my Patreon in November, and I want to remind you all that if you are interested in pledging for the final month of this year, you can do so by visiting my Patreon link. It will be renewing on the 4th of this month, so you have a couple days if you're interested in pledging to learn a little bit more about what that's about. But check out my Patreon if interested, and thank you to everybody who is part of my Patreon family already. And shout out to Jilly, she's so cozy. Shout out to everybody, thank you so much for donating to Virtually Adopt This Vaquita on Giving Tuesday. I have a Hall of Fame in my Discord server. Please check out my Discord if you're not part of it already. I have, in the Hall of Fame, listed everybody who was part of Giving Tuesday. I'm going to be having the Give Back stream on Tuesday, December 13th at 6 p.m. Eastern. That's going to be 3 hours of games I've never played before. That'll be a lot of fun. It'll be an hour of Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island, an hour of Super Mario 64, and an hour of Donkey Kong Country. So, all good games. It'll be a fun time. Thank you again to everybody who's donated. As for me, I will be live again tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern. In the meantime, I would really appreciate if you guys take my survey to help me better my streams, figure out some scheduling stuff. I will be doing some schedule alterations in December starting next week, so Friday and Saturday won't change time-wise. That's not really something I'm planning on changing, but and we'll still get Friday Night Mario Party next week on it'll be Mario Party 7, so we're gonna wrap up the GameCube era, but Monday and Tuesday are the main ones that I'm kind of like toying with right now. So please take the survey if you have the chance. Thank you for doing so, and thank you to everybody who's already filled out a survey. I really appreciate that. Let's go ahead and raid Bandy, who could use some love, and go from there. So this stream is intended for mature audiences. Mine is family friendly, so I just like to put that out there. Thank you all so much for your love and support tonight. I will see you tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. Eastern, same time, same place. And I don't know what I'm playing yet. I'm gonna figure that part out. But thank you guys so much for joining me. It's been a fun time, and I will see you tomorrow night. Bye, everybody.